Sure.
So I am a financial advisor, have been for 27 years. Recently, I've come across a handful of opportunities that are different than what I'm used to. And that is, I would say either colleagues, friends, in some social way. I've got people who I've known for a long time who are approaching retirement. They know what I do. Um, but there's no bridge. I don't, I'm struggling to find like we've done in other ways that you've coached me, of an articulate, frictionless way to create that connection. How would you suggest I talk to someone or approach this kind of a situation where I know for a fact I've gotten an email that says, "Hey, everyone, I'm retiring next month," and I'm like, I've known that person for 32 years. What do I do?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. It can be awkward to make that transition from social to business. And most people out there struggle with this because we're taught to network, build relationships with people, and the hope that they'll business together. But you're talking about a situation which is now being triggered by their retirement. So the question is, how do you approach them in a way that does not feel like you're just trying to approach them for the money only? You actually want to help them, and that's the key. They have to feel emotional connection, that you are there to help them, not just win them as a client. So here's some language to think about. Let's just say the guy's name is Bob. Hey Bob, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. I heard you're retiring. That's great. Listen, I've been thinking a lot about you and your situation, and I may have some not information, some insights and ideas that might help you personally as you transition out to retirement phase, that could potentially help you financially in many ways. It could be in terms of saving some taxes, or even really getting a lot clearer on what your legacy might be. You kind of list out what you believe the key 3 or 4 issues would be that would trigger I need to think about that. That way it connects to what they're thinking about. Then you can say, if you'd be open to it, key phrase, I'd be happy to we can have a chat together and kind of do a bit of a diagnostic conversation together that I've really honed in on, and help maybe see some blind spots or insights that you may not know about that might be able to help you in your transition. Would you be open to that, Bob? So you can tighten up a little bit, but the key phrases are, would
Yeah,
you
yeah,
be open? You're listing out the issues and the triggers that you believe are important to him. You have a unique diagnostic process that can help him find the blind spots that maybe even he himself wouldn't know. That all
right.
feels like you're doing something for him, and you're going to help him see around the corner that he can't see on his own. And that's your positioning, Doug, is that you see around the corners where others see behind the corner, see backwards. That's your unique positioning for everyone you approach. And that's intriguing for anybody to
Hmm.
even say that. Say,
Yeah, for
oh,
sure.
and I think that might be your opening.
That's no, that's great. It's sort of like, and I think it's very similar to other things I've seen you talk about or advice you've given on. It makes no sense to try to just create some inauthentic commentary or sleight of hand or bait and switch type of a thing. But it also is very, I think 99% of salespeople, regardless of what they're selling, probably move into that category, whether they know it or not. And then there's this much, just the straightforward bull in a china shop approach is going to turn them off. So
Right.
it
See,
sounds like,
most people have the right intention with the heart. They want to help
yeah,
people, but the
right.
words come out kind of, you know, staccato, like fragmented, and it feels awkward. And you're like, why did I say that? So the magic here is the languaging and the phraseology.
Okay. And so what you're saying is really it's a win-win. It's you're truly offering to help them.
Look, if he says no, I think I got it down pretty tight. I got the whole thing mapped out, locked
Problem
down. You know,
solved.
you
Yeah.
say to him, you say, "Hey, great, have a great day, and good.
Yeah.
Let's stay in touch." That's it.
Right. Then you just right. Then you also haven't ruined a relationship or
There's
burned a
no
bridge.
liability or downside to this at all. No risk on your part with
Okay.
him.
Makes sense. I appreciate the help.
Thanks for coming in, Doug.
Thank you.